Okay, time to clear out the remaining side quests here in Ala Ghiri. We've made it back to Waderi, so let's go ahead and speak with him for his level 60 challenge entitled A Special Treat. Waderi is planning a surprise. Oh, hey there. Thanks again for helping me before. Word around town is you're some sort of adventurer, is that right? I'm in a bit of a tight spot, and you're likely the one who can help me. You see, I need legs from chapulis about hopping outside of town. 3 or so should do the trick. I'd go myself, but they'd stomp me in the ground faster than a saddle tender in a sandstorm. What do I need them for? You'll have to wait and see. Obviously, something about the chapulis, the grasshoppers, is something that is very appealing for what will be part of his next beverage. So let's go and kick a whole bunch of grasshopper butt. Come, grasshopper, let us take to battle. Yeah, and that's a good point that Control also brings up, is that there are also the warrior classes are divided into 3 different groups. He mentioned DPS, which is what I'm playing as, but there's also healing classes and tank classes also. So I don't know if that helps you to decide on what you would prefer to play as. Yeah, there are people who like to play very specific styles, and so, and sometimes it may be just on the fact that it's something that they've played before in a previous RPG or a previous MMO that they're familiar with, and they want to be able to apply what they've learned from that experience and use it in this. Now keep in mind, my preference to play Lancer had nothing to do with me having experience from other RPGs or MMOs. My choice was, and if you've ever seen the very first Final Fantasy XIV video I ever made, you'll know that my choice to play as Lancer, which becomes Dragoon, was more sentimental than anything else. Let's go ahead and speak with Waderi again and give him the chapuli legs that he wanted. What are you gonna do with these things? Did chapulis give you any trouble? Well, not so much that I couldn't beat 3 of them. Here you go. These are pretty plump. Looks like you found a lively lot out there. Aye, they'll make for a good stew. It's a specialty of mine. A nice spicy broth with chunks of meat so tender they practically melt in your mouth. I find chapuli legs work best. The Guardians thought we were savages for eating the stuff, but now that they're gone, this Ala Ghiri stew is back on the menu! I'm sure the soldiers are finding a welcome change from the rock-hard breads and salted meats they're used to. And you too, be sure to stop by for a bowl sometime. My treat! You got it there, Waderi. Alright, let's continue going around the horn. I think since he's standing outside the gate, we'll leave him last. Yeah, there are 2 different resistance fighters that we can take quests from. Let's go ahead and speak with this one. Let's take his level 68 challenge entitled, We Need to Talk. This resistance fighter could use some help bringing people together. You don't look like you're from around here. This may sound strange, but I could use the help of a stranger right about now. Seeing as our troops are going to be stationed here for the foreseeable future, I'd like to have a sit-down with sorts with the people of Alamigo. Hear their grievances, see what we can do to be as unintrusive as possible, that sort of thing. The few people I've tried to speak with on the matter have been unreceptive, and I suspect as long as it's a soldier asking, the responses will all be the same. They have no reason to turn you away, though. Would you hand out a few of these invitations and perhaps ask them why people are so leery of us? Oh, I think we can find that out. Never enjoyed healing? Yeah, you have to be a special breed to have the patience to play as a healer primarily. Like, I've gotten my healers to level 60 with this avatar and another one. But they're not my first choice. Something I can help you with, Loss? Yeah. Talks with the Resistance? Of course I'll go. After all they've done for Ala Ghiri, the least we can do is hear what they have to say. Thank you. Thank you for being so kind. And then Miss Jogonako here chilling out in her, outfit. Yeah, her belly dancing costume. Yeah, in fact, her friend also looks like she's belly dancing. Why, hello there, sweet. Wait, you're not here for my services, are you? No, I am not. I'm here to give you this. An invitation to talks with the Resistance, eh? Maybe I can pick up new clientele while I'm there. My coffee's been running a bit dry ever since the Guardians left. Not that I enjoyed their company, mind you. I did what I had to do to get by. The Resistance have a different story. I'll gladly offer my services to the brave men and women who fought to save our home. Wow, the Guardians actually enjoyed your belly dancing? I figured that would be one of the most savage things that they would look upon savages like us. And then Aldruth. Oh, an adventurer. What can I do for you? You can take this. Speak with the Resistance? If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not. I'm grateful for what they've done, truly I am, but I've lost too many to this fighting with the Guardians. They like to run off and get killed just as we're getting to be friends, and my heart simply can't take it anymore. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And then an unnamed resident of Ala Ghiri will take my last invitation. Can I help you? Sure you can. Please help yourself to one of these. Thanks, but no. I appreciate the Resistance chasing out the Guardians, but what happens when they come back? If worst comes to worst, I don't want anyone calling me no Resistance lover. Until I've seen all this, how this all plays out, you can count me out of any talks with the Resistance. And proceeds to walk right away. Yeah, he's walking right off and he ain't coming back. So back to you for our results. You're back and still with a few invitations I see. Yeah, here you go. I wasn't even where I had spares. I see. Well, at least now I know how they really feel about us. Suppose I can't blame them. A few of them do seem willing to open up to us though, so that's a start. It's going to take time, but I'm sure the Resistance will earn their trust. Until then, we'll keep fighting to keep them safe. And maybe someday, this will all seem like a distant memory. Thanks again for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to prepare for our first form with the townsfolk. And I'll let you get right to it. Alright, one more quest to go here within town, here in Ala Ghiri for the time being, from this Resistance fighter. So, let's go ahead and speak with him for his level 68 challenge entitled Lost in Transit. This Resistance fighter is growing impatient. Oh, adventurer, I have great need of your assistance. One of our men left to deliver provisions to a camp in the north and has yet to return. I fear he may have been attacked in transit, but with so much to attend to here in Ala Ghiri, none can spare the time to join me in searching for him. With you at my side, I am certain we can see him home safely. Come, if he is gravely injured, he can ill afford for us to delay. Then let's go after him. How far out is he? Decent distance. Not something too completely worrying about. Was that really necessary to control? Like, you don't need to discourage him. And it's not like he has to do it. Okay, here's the person who was in distress, as he was worried about, so... Gray? These Pantera do not look gray! Who are you trying to pull the wool over on? Yeah, you're not pulling the wool over my eyes. I can clearly see that these Grey Pantera are clearly not grey. Hey, Square Enix, can't you get your colors right? Can you not get your colors right? Well, in any event, you're dead. Hey there. It seems I was right to ask you for your aid. He will need treatment, but his wounds are not severe. There is still the matter of the provisions, however. Would you continue the delivery while I see him back to town? They were meant for Guntmar. Continue north, and you'll find him. Absolutely there, Control. Absolutely. Oh, I just realized that's on your end, not mine. Alright, it's time to get it to the man we need to give it to. Don't worry, Guntmar. Your supplies are on the way. Just need to get around some Kangamato, and your package will be given to you. So all I gotta do is go this direction. And weave my way through in order to find our man. Yeah, here he is, chilling out by the campfire. Hey there, Guntmar. An adventurer? What are you doing in a place like this? Giving you what you require. Ah, our provisions! But how did you get hold of them? Well, if you must know. Well, I'm glad to see he's going to be okay. Could have been worse, you know. There's the Kakiran to the north, and gods know what else is lurking about around here. I'd much rather work in a position back in town, but orders are orders. Thanks to you, I have another week's worth of food and drink to keep me going. And it turns out you have a quest for us, and you're not alone. You have someone else who could also give me a quest. Well, I'm actually glad. We can keep this going a little while longer, so let's go ahead and speak with Guntmar to take on his level 68 challenge entitled Strange Tastes. Guntmar could really use a pick-me-up. Fancy meeting you here in a place like this. I could actually use a little bit of help from a capable adventurer such as yourself. Keeping up watch all by my lonesome is surprisingly tiresome work. Lately I haven't been able to keep focused and I nod off at the strangest times of the day. If you could bring me a single horn from the mood suits over near Goodblade, it would help me immensely. So I gotta beat the crap out of a Fumbaba? Deal. Yeah, get ready, Fumbaba. I'm coming for you. I'm coming back to Mobleys and I'm coming to kick your butt. Yeah, you're not gonna know what hit you when I get to you. And let's see how you do when I have my lance right through your gut, buddy. Yeah, Fumbaba, you're going down. As soon as I can find you, I honestly don't know why they're sending me this way to do this particular quest, but yeah, I think it's really weird that they're having us go this direction in order to do it. I guess they wanted us to have exclusive access to this one that I'm about to be approaching. But yeah, I could have easily just gone back to Goodblade and found these guys. Alright, Fumbaba, bring it. Yeah. There we go. Got myself to use some Mirage Dive. I need to remind myself that I have that available to me when it becomes something that I can use. Then again, I guess they're doing me a favor here. Maybe I should go a little further to see if there's an Aether Current out here. I'll bet there is. Because yeah, this is a pretty secluded area. So yeah, they may have actually done the right thing by sending me out this way. Because if there's an aether current at the end of this path, I'm happy for it. Alright. Yeah, probably hidden behind this pillar. Let's kill the mood suit first to find out. Yeah, right through ya. Boom! And you're about to die. There we go. So was I right? No! There's no aether current out here. Wow. That's so strange. Usually in situations like this, you would expect to see an aether current. But no, they're leaving me high and dry on this one. Is your console still giving you problems, Skyla? Oh, there's the aether current. Yeah. Instead of putting it at the end of the path, they hide it from me up here. Yeah, what kind of a troll move is that? Not a very nice one, I can assure you. I will? I thought you said I'm catching up to you right now. Unless I misread that earlier, and it's me who's ahead of you. Anyway, let's get this back to Guntmar. It's crazy how far we have to travel now in order to get him what he needs. But here we go. All set. Did you have any trouble getting the horn? Nope, not really. Perfect. This is just what I needed to put the spring back in my step. I was initially assigned to this post because of a passing familiarity with the land, but of a few other tricks most folks don't know about. Like grinding these horns into a powder, then mixing it in boiling water. It's good for you, and has a kick that really wakes you up. You know, with so few resources to get by on here in the mountains, it sometimes amazes me how we managed to survive as long as we have. I suppose you could say it's a testament of the value and knowledge and our skills our forebears have passed down through the generations. Sorry about that. It's been so long since I've had anyone to talk to up here. Thanks again for your help. Glad I could. Alright, so looks like the last quest we'll be taking from around here for now is from Rahu. So since it looks like this will be our last quest for the night, let's go see what he's got with a level 68 challenge entitled Ode Mood. Rahu is staring intently into the distance for signs of movement. Mind your step. This headwind is helping us now, but the wind can be fickle. You don't want the Kikiran picking up your scent. I've been posted here to monitor their movement, but I fear they may discover me as soon as my, perfume has nearly run out. Perfume? Wait a minute, don't you mean cologne? I mean, you are a guy. Wait a minute, you're an adventurer, right? I've got a job for you if you're interested in making a bit of easy gil. I need you to track down an acquaintance of mine, a hunter from Ala Ghiri, and fetch a flask of mood-soothed tallow from him. The Kikiran have been unusually active the past few days, and I dare not take my eyes off them if I can help it. Bring me that flask, and consider yourself a few gil wealthier. Ala Ghiri, huh? Like literally in town? No, not literally in town. But I think it'll be best for me to warp towards there. Yeah, it certainly hasn't helped that Skyla's console has been giving her issues today. That has certainly set her back a bit. Well, I am stopped right now, right at the... I just finished the last level 68 main story challenge. So, that gives you an idea of where I currently am there, Skyla. And then the next level, and then the next main story challenge at 69 is the next main story dungeon. So yeah, if you're doing the 68s right now, I mean, I'd like to think that you're doing okay in terms of trying to catch up with me. Okay, where's this hunter they're speaking of? Is he hiding behind a rock? Is he on the high ground? Yeah, he's... Well, actually, he's on high ground and hiding behind a rock. Rahu sent you, didn't he? The Kakirin... Oh yeah, it is a Mikote. The Kakirin must be up to something big if he can't be bothered to come meet me. Luckily for him, I've already prepared another bottle of his perfume. Now listen, you must not, under any circumstances, open that bottle. One drop of that gets on your clothes and you'll be smelling of chocobo shite for at least a week. Is that so? Is that so? Yeah. Smelling of chocobo shite for just one drop, huh? No wonder the Kakirin would be discouraged from pursuing Rahu. Because yeah, that's not necessarily an aroma you want to be on the receiving end of. Oh, thanks for that, Control. Are you playing on a server that's part of the Primal Data Center? I think you mentioned you have. I just don't remember which one. Okay there, Rahu. Good, you're back. Seeing as you're here, I've got one last favor to ask of you. Would you sprinkle that there tallow on me? Just thinking about the smell, I can't bear to do it myself. Yeah, so suddenly this has turned into a... Yeah, be quick and be done with it. Yeah. Suddenly this is like pouring salamander oil on Hildebrand. Whoa! Damn. Oh God, it's my nose! I swear this smells worse than before! You see, the only way to hide one scent from the Kakirin is to mask it with another. Considering their keen sense of smell, even facing in this general direction must be painful for them. Then again, they don't have to live with it. You may want to get going soon. Stay for too long and you may have to live with this for a while yourself. Poor guy. Oh, we're not done. Sure, why not? Guntmar's got another quest I don't mind. I don't mind taking chain quests. Helps to fill the time, get to interact with you guys a little bit more. So, let's go ahead and take Guntmar's next level 68 challenge entitled Soup's On! Guntmar is wide awake and wants to make use of his leftover broth. Good seeing you, adventurer. Thanks again for that mood suit horn. I've never felt better. There's enough left over for one more cup, and since you're here, I was wondering if you could deliver it to someone. When you return to Ala Ghiri, would you give this to the soldier standing guard at the north gate? That seems easy enough. And it takes us back to Ala Ghiri, which is what we want. But yeah, thanks so much for offering their control. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, I used to have an avatar on Hyperion before, during last year, but I've since moved it back here to Exodus. Hello there. Ah, adventurer, always a pleasure. Is there something I can do for you? Well, actually, you can accept this. Here you go. Is this? It is! Guntmar's mood suit broth! Never have I tasted anything so rich, so robust. and the pleasant aftertaste that lingers for days on end is simply to die for! You would never guess something so wonderful could come from a creature so horrid, but such dishes made from the horns and bones of animals are quite common in Ghiribania. Aside from their distinctive flavors, they all have varying effects that are quite beneficial to one's health. Same as some say these recipes came about from trade with the Near East, if you can believe such a thing. I should return home right now and, oh dear, I believe I'm drooling. You'll have to excuse me. Thank you again for this most pleasant surprise. Well, that was pretty easy. So yeah, I guess you're gonna leave your buddy off there in the distance to do the fighting for you, in case any Guardians decide to try and pick a fight. Yeah, there we go. We have now successfully cleared all side quests for now out of Ala Ghiri, and also off in the distance near the Razor Mountains. So yeah, we've been at this for about nearly 3 hours now, so yeah, it's after 11 o'clock. I think it's a good time to go ahead and call the stream at this point. I mean, we certainly accomplished quite a bit, making our presence known here in the peaks in and around Ala Ghiri, and we know that tomorrow we will be going on to take on the level 69 main story dungeon, a place where Estenien has already made his presence known, and he's certainly got the Guardians scratching their heads as to who sabotaged their cannon. And so now we'll have to go inside. Odds are we're gonna have to likely have a final confrontation with Fordola if we want to succeed there. But I hope that we will, and that we'll get full run of Castle Urbania. I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow as we prepare to take on our level 69 main story dungeon. Plus we'll also take on some of the side quests that are nearby at the settlement that they mentioned, the area that they call, Radiata. We'll go ahead and cover those side quests as well. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching Day 11 of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. I'll look forward to seeing you guys here tomorrow as we get ready for what could very well be the most significant advance for the Ala Ghiri resistance thus far, and one that could very well finally get us into the city of Ala Ghiri. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew with Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.